The player has an option to return to start, so that wherever the player starts the game, you have an option to say move back to that spot. Think of it like a rubber band. It's just you can pull a certain distance away, and when you stop moving, he's just automatically gonna pull back into the center. It can be useful for a game where, like for instance, you might want to have a spaceship flying upwards, but you always want them to be recentered in the middle, and you can do it similar to that. You could do it where they just go always back. The speed, though, for the move back, let's do it a little bit less than the speed that it takes to go outward. And then the directional, if you have it where there's no gravity, you may want to make sure they return up, down, left, and right. For us, we'll go ahead and just say we want to return left and right only for the moment. Alright. So now when the player moves, when we start to move him left and right, so I'm going to move him over, but when I let go, he just springs right back. So again, this will just give you that you can do things over here, but when you let go, you'll always be kind of pulled back into that area. And then of course, the lower the speed is, the slower he'll be pulled back, the quicker he'll jump back faster. And then if gravity was turned off and we're moving our player around, notice I'm not being pulled back on the up and down because the setting isn't on for that one, but it's being pulled for the left and right. No matter where the player goes around, when I let go of it, the player goes back to that spot. Alright, so there we go. Just an interesting little thing, so that depending on the type of game you may want to have, where there's always a focus on pulling the player back to where they started.